I'm going to show you how to do a texture overlay. So you are going to, first you're going to go and find a picture that you want to add a texture to, and then you're going to find the texture. Okay, so I have my both pictures already saved. I am going to open image. The first one I'm going to select is the picture that I want to edit, put the texture on. Whenever you click open image, it automatically gives you the resolution size of the photo, which is beneficial. So you are now going to have the second image come in, and the second image is going to be your texture layer. I am going to go to layer, open image as layer, add image as layer. And I'm going to select the texture that I want. Now, I gave you some examples like rust, wood, paper, skin. You could even go so far as to make it like, I kind of went with a creepy vibe, so zombie skin, or that's what I typed in. And I found this really horrific little like brain texture. So it will open that image as a layer. It took a second, so it's super gross looking. And once you have it, it's automatically going to fill the size, the same resolution. You can edit free transform if you wanted to move it, pick where you want it to go, anything like that. And once you have that, see, this picture is super duper large, so I can change the size of it. Change it however you want, make it fit the screen. So there you go. So now I have this texture covering my whole image. You're going to change the, you're going to adjust this layer. I'm going to zoom back in, and I'm just using my scrolly rolly on my mouse to do that. Let me get rid of the ads. Deselect, Command Z. I don't know why it won't let me. Anyways, the main thing is we're going to change the layer adjustment. You can do this two ways. You can click on this snowman, which is the 3 dots, or you can right click. Oh, I needed to apply my transform, and yes, I do. So click yes. And on the texture, I'm going to edit the blend mode. I'm going to change the mode, and you can find one that you like. Click down through a couple of them to see how the blend mode interacts differently with the image underneath it, and just pick one that you like. We used overlay yesterday for the hair color change. They don't all do the same thing though. So find one that you like, and you can also adjust the transparency so that that texture image is a little less obvious. However you want to do it is fine. So play around with those. Don't do erase. You can do mask if you want to then delete part of the texture. Luminosity, what does that do? Ooh, some of them just won't work because they just take away too much of the image. Overlay is always a pretty good one to go with. So I'm going to click on that. Sorry, I've got lots of alarms happening. So I'm going to X off of that. And that's really all there is to a texture overlay. You can select, since this is a layer, if I only wanted it to be like on her face, for example, I could go to my eraser and I could erase out part that I don't want. Let me change and make that bigger and show you what I'm talking about. You can adjust the softness. You see on the screen the white part gets more condensed in the middle. If you go all the way, then that's a really hard tip. You want it to be kind of softer. Click off of that, and then you can brush away to erase. So this is how you can change what part of the image has that texture that you've just overlaid in there. And of course you can change the brush size to make it smaller. So this is a really simple little photo edit, just like yesterday's hair color change.